Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. It's an off-the-cuff video, guys. What that means is I record, upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro symbol at the beginning. I do have transition buttons, so if there's stuff outside my control, I can stop filming and just wait for it to pass and carry on. For example, today the wind keeps blowing the door shut, so the lighting in here gets really dark and I have to open the door again. These weekly Wednesdays are essentially a Q&A. You guys ask me questions and I answer them. It is primarily model focused and it is primarily GW stuff, of which is primarily 40k. There is terrain questions from time to time, some general information about myself, what's going on in the workshop. So, I'm going to weekly vote for where you guys vote on models that you want me to paint for next Monday's paint video, and I do a data card review on a model or unit that I've used on the table, so I know how it works and my opinion on it and stuff, and go through the rules. Okay, so there's a great response from last Sunday's Necron army that I showed you my entire Necron force. Amazing response from you guys. First question is, in your Necron army video, why did you change the flying stands on the spiders? They are very cool. How easy is it to do, and does it have any game consequences? Okay, it's a multi-part question there. We start with how you do it. Very, very simple. So you take a pen, you get your clippers, you clip it on the end here. I think I've gone through this before. Clip this on the end and you just pull the ink out. Do a little bit at the end, take it out. So you end up with a clear piece of plastic. I take a hacksaw, junior hacksaw, I just hold it and I just hand cut it the size I want. I then hot glue it to the model and hot glue it to the base. And that's how I do it. Now, the model's usually undercoated black first of all, before I glue it on, so when I come to paint it I'm not messing up the spray. And the reason I use hot glue is because if it's super glue, your fingerprints start to illuminate. You don't want fingerprints all illuminating around it. But I put hot glue on, then when that's cooled down, I then get the super glue and run it around the hot glue and around the model and just where it hits the plastic flying stand. That's how you do it. The reason I do it, and I've done it, for the spiders, is because one sort of took a dive off the table and brought the other one with him. The flying stands broke. Now they broke in a way that the plastic bit that goes inside the model was broken inside, so I couldn't, glue it back in. I also, see it in front of me, this is a repair job as well, because I knocked it and it broke the flying stand. So I repaired it like that. And that's a good way of doing it, because it's rather than you going to go and buy flying stands, you get your drill bit and drill out a new hole to glue in, or just clean out the hole that it broke. Just very simple. I think the pens are like a euro 50 from from the pound shop or Euro store. Also, I've done it on some Space Marine Firstborn assault marines with jump packs, just to give them a bit of height and make them look like they're hovering through the air and stuff. So you can do it to do dynamic scenes. Yeah, I apologise. So from the time I got up yesterday to the time I went to sleep this morning, it was like 20 hours. So I'm actually very wrecked. So if I do start mumbling away, I do apologise. Yeah, so in-game consequences, no, it's not. It doesn't always hang over the top of the terrain. You make it very clear from the beginning of the game. This is how he should be. This is a repair job. This is to make him look more dynamic and more imposing and fantastic. And so he's not hovering. He's hidden behind the building, or he's hidden behind the terrain piece. Shouldn't be any game consequences. You might come across someone that tries to be a bit like, no, I can see him, but you can't see his base. Anyway, can you do a Space Marine video showing your full Space Marine force? That question's been asked to me a few times. Yes, the plan is to go through each army that I have at the moment, with everything that's built and stuff still to build. The Space Marine force is quite big as well. I think it's points wise bigger than Necrons, but I think model count wise is I think it's need double the size. But I will do it. Like I said in the Necron video, I'll try and do it this weekend. If not, it'll be next week at some point, because apparently next week I'm on a week's holiday. Couldn't have come at a better time. I just saw the roster and said, oh, week's holiday. Double checked to make sure it wasn't a mistake. No, it's right. So I must have booked it and just forgot about it. So that's a nice surprise. But yeah, I do want to do the Space Marine one. I do want to do the Eldari, you know, the Death Guard, World Eaters. Go through everyone and just show you what I have for everyone. And don't get wrong, they're probably then after Christmas at some point, maybe even towards the summer, there'll be another set of videos like that, just to show you this is where we are now. Anyway, now you have 1,000 subs. Will the channel be going full time? Not quite yet. I want it to, and believe me, I really want it to. But I need to be sensible with it. I need to make sure that there's consistent numbers, and the channel, the number of subscribers, and just keeps going up. Number of hours watched on the channel keeps going up. There's no point me doing it full time and all of a sudden it starts dropping down. I just need to make sure it's consistent enough for me. But I was in work yesterday with some of the BS I had to do, and I was just like, I can't wait to be doing this. You know, not that I'm work shy or nothing, just me having to wipe other people's asses, basically, do other people's jobs that should be done, and tidy up other people's stupidity and mess. That starts to annoy me. I don't like doing that. But no, I need to be more consistent with the hours, make sure everything's very consistent with everything. From my side at the moment, I just need to keep pushing out content. Okay, from you guys' side, all you have to do is just watch the videos. If it's a video you're not interested in, just put the volume down and leave it, let it run through in the background. Okay, because that helps. That helped me massive as well. What do you find easier, 3D printing or just building models from sprue? Now, it's a difficult question for me to answer, really, because 3D printing models, you just press a few buttons and let it work away. That's here, but it's work to do on the computer. Sometimes the model isn't scaled right and you have to scale it right, or sometimes it's a model for a totally different game system that you work, okay, I can use that for this in 40k or fantasy or whatever it is you want to use it in, and you have to scale it up and get not just the proportions in height, but proportions in width, and then the lengths or proportions, right? Then you got to add supports in to make sure there's no islands, there's no just trying to print in the air. So sometimes that can take 2 or 3 hours to get right, When I say that, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit. It does take a good while to do. You don't see the time flying when you're doing it. What I try and do is I'll take the drive into it's a thumbnail drive. I take it into the computer and I will prep maybe 6 or 7 different prints and splice them all to the thumbnail drive. Sorry, the USB drive. I then bring that over and then I can start printing. So I can print everything that I've done, will probably through the course of a week, and then they're all done. Then I'll go to the back to the computer, delete those off, and do some more. So it can be time consuming doing that end of it, and then this end, after it's printed and you clean it down, waiting for it to fully cure. Sometimes it's an absolute nightmare. Even on a sunny day, I've put stuff out on top of the car to dry off in the sunlight, and it'll still be tacky. So there's that end of it that is very time consuming. Now, building models from sprue, I do enjoy that. I do enjoy filming that for you guys. But there are parts of that I dislike as well, which is mold lines. Sometimes they're in the most stupidest of places. You think, why is that there? Across the knuckles, the worst. Across the knuckles to the blood letters are the ones that always sticks out to me. But you know, I do enjoy both. One thing I love about 3D printing is you can really customize stuff. Absolutely go bonkers with customizing stuff. I mean, let me grab this Demon Prince and Nurgle guy. This guy is absolutely, I mean, those fly wings are absolutely amazing. The ones on foot have big chemical containers on their back. Again, you know, you can look at it, you know what it is. It's just, I do love the customization about models. So it's a difficult question to answer. I do enjoy both. It's a short answer. I enjoy both, and I find both of them easy and hard for different reasons. Another question: Can we see your full Chaos Force? Yeah, again, that ties back into the Space Marine question. You know, I will try and get it on, you know, up on the table and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring you down and show you the data card for this week, and it's a good one. I've actually got the model out to show you the model as well in great detail, because I feel the paint job I've done on it is absolutely top notch. But anyway, so the model data card we're going to look at this week is the Avatar of Kahane. He is a beast of a model, not just on the table, but to paint and to look at. He's absolutely amazing. And I'll give you a good detail of him in a little while. But he has movement of 10. That's quite fast, because if you start him on your edge of your deployment zone, it's usually 12 inches to the first objective. So, you know, he's not far away from it. He's got toughness of 12. So most of the time he's going to be getting wounded on 5s and 6s. He has a 2+ armor save. And he has a 4+ invulnerable save. He has 14 wounds. So he can take some punishment. He has leadership of 6+, and he's OC 5. Now, he's armed with one weapon. It's called the Wailing Doom. Obviously, the ranged attack. He has sustained hits D3. Okay, so basically he rolled D6. 1 and 2 is a 1. 3 and 4 is a 2. And 5 and 6 is a 3. And sustained hits means if I roll to hit with a unmodified 6, then you'll gain the extra hits. So if I rolled a 6 and rolled to hit, I then rolled another D6 and applied the numbers I just said to you. So I rolled a 3, that's 2 additional hits. Yeah, it's only a 12-inch range though, so it's not very far. It's one shot, like I said, but it's sustained hits. 2s to hit. Strength 16. So he's going to be wounding most things on 2s. Thunderwolf Cavalry, he'll be wounded on 2s. So absolutely very strong. It's -4 AP, so again, most things are not going to be able to save against that unless they have an invulnerable save. And it's D6 + 2 damage. So that's nice. But the Wailing Doom also can be used in combat. So you have the strike mode or the sweep mode. Now the strike mode is 6 attacks. The sweep mode is 12 attacks. 2s to hit. The strength 14 on the strike and strength 7 on the sweep. So the sweep has more attacks, but it's less strength. But still strength 7 is quite tough. You know, quite a strong hit. It's -4 on the strike AP and -2 on the sweep. Again, it's -2 because you get more attacks. Yeah, so it's double this side, but half this side. And the strike is D6 + 2 damage, whereas the sweep's only 2 damage apiece. But even at 2 damage apiece, there's still 12 attacks. It's still quite tasty. Bear in mind, with the current rules of the Eldari detachment, he can re-roll 1 dice to hit and 1 dice to wound per phase. So he can do some nice damage there. His keywords: he's a monster, so he can shoot when he's in combat, unless it's a blast weapon. He can be shot at when he's in combat, and he follows all the rules for things that, you know, affect monsters or doesn't affect monsters or vehicles. He follows all the rules for that. He's a character, epic hero. he's actually a demon. So again, he has a demon keyword. So if something affects demons, it would affect him. There's Avatar of Kahin. Okay, so his abilities. That's the image of him on the deck card. That's amazing. Anyway, his abilities: Deadly Demise D3. So when he dies, you roll a dice. If you roll an unmodified 6, he does D3 mortal wounds to everything within 6 inches. Strands of Fate is where he gets to re-roll. Strands of Fate is when I roll the Fate dice or the other at the beginning of the game, I can swap one of the dice out for whatever I'm rolling. I think it's to hit, to wound, damage roll, advance or charge, saving throw, and I think there's something else. Anyway, he is molten form. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, half the damage characteristic of that attack. That gives him such staying power. So if he's hit by a unit that doesn't matter how many attacks they have or hits they have, but they're 2 damage apiece, they'll become 1 damage. So instead of taking, say, 5 wounds and you fail the saves on those and taking 10 damage, you'll only be taking 5 damage. That's huge. The Bloody Handed Aura. Where a friendly Eldari unit is within 6 inches of this model, add 1 to the advance and charge rolls of that model's made up unit. So you have Banshees. I've done this before. Banshees around him, and Guardians. I think the other side. They're advanced because Banshees can advance and charge. But when they advance, they get +1 to it. So it's quite tasty. So you can eventually get 7-inch movement plus the normal 7-inch advance plus the normal movement out of them. Really push them across the table. Of course, when he is damaged and he has 1 to 5 runes remaining, he's at -1 from his hit roll. And here is my model painted of him. Let me get a good grip of the base. There is a Let's Build video for this guy on the channel, and my painting guide that I did, the way I did him. Very, very straightforward, very easy. Absolutely, he's a absolute beast of model. If you want to see that, guys, go and check it out. Right, so that's this week's data card and my Avatar of Kahin. So I'm going to bring down and show you the vote now for Monday's painting video. And the way it works is I'll show you a host of models and you guys vote on, you comment below with your vote of what you want me to paint for next Monday's painting video. In the event of a tie, I do a dice roll. You can vote for as much as you want, but don't say I'll vote for everything because it won't count. You can say I'll vote for any of the Necrons or any of the Tyranids or any of the Space Marines or any of the Chaos, you know, that sort of thing, and it will count. Like last week's vote, there was 1 vote for the Death Marks, and then there was another vote for any Necrons. So the Death Marks won by 2 votes because they gained the vote, yeah? I check the votes at 12 o'clock on a Friday, midday. No, I do allow until the Saturday just in case some of you are in different time zones. Because someone pointed out to me, I was like, oh yes, very, very, you know, I need to take that into consideration. And as it's October, there is an Orc in here. I can't remember the Orc's name. He's a named character, but I can't remember his name. But he's in here for the vote this week. So you check comments below as normal. There is a wild card. You'll find out what the wild card is if it wins. There's Creator's Choice. The way that works is if that wins the vote, I then pick which model to paint. If nobody votes, which I don't think that's ever happened. If nobody votes, then again I just pick the model to paint. So there's no Necrons in it this week because Necrons won last week. So let me bring you down and show you the models. Right, so we have a Keeper of Secrets. This is a 3D print. The only thing it doesn't have that the actual model has is all the robes coming off the back of it, which doesn't matter. I think it looks really cool. We have this crazy ass guy. This is, I think, is something Face Beater, I think his name is, from Old Fantasy. It's a fantastic sculpt. He's had some Dark Angels green by the looks of it put on his skin. I think he's meant to be a Black Hawk big boss or something like that. He's a named character anyway. We have the Retributors, are they? I think they're Retributor Sisters Squad, basically Devastator Squad for sisters. We have the Captain America from Marvel Crisis Protocol. We have the Eldari Wind Riders. We have the Neophyte Hybrids. We're going to keep this big, amazing, sexy tank in the vote still. The Immobilator. We have the Drukhari Venom. Drukhari Scourges. We have the Wraith Blades for the Eldari. Now I know I played the Wraith Guard, you know, a while ago, but these guys are different, you know, totally different look, but it's very similar. We have the Deathwing Knights for the Dark Angels. The Neurogaunts for Tyranids. We have the Gin Stealers for Gin Cults or Tyranids. We have the Sisters of Silence. I can't remember what this squad is actually called with the walking around with the swords, but I have that squad anyway. We have the Companions, Inner Circle Companions for Dark Angels. We have Valerie, she's still here, getting some love. People are voting on her. We have the 10th edition Lictor. We have the Khorne Berserkers. We have Eldari Guardians. We have World Eaters 8-bound. We have Death Guard Blight Lord Terminators. And we have the Blight Drone for the Death Guard. Right, so some models taken out, some more put in. Nice selection there to choose from. Whatever has the most votes will be painting up Monday. And it's difficult for me because I want to paint everything. I really do. Just remember there was another question I forgot to write down. I don't think it's question about the Tesseract Glow. That maybe I didn't shake it enough when I used it. Maybe ball bearings and that sort of stuff. I will look into ball bearings because I've never actually used them before, to be honest. I always give it a good shake and it's been grand. But I did spill this all over the place. If you haven't seen the Death Month video, go and check it out because I did spill it everywhere. But yeah, when I use the Polar Glacier contrast paint, the first time I used it, I thought, what the hell is this? And then after a few more painting a few different models, I went back to it and tried it again, but I tried it doing it a different way, and that seems to work for me now. So maybe that's what I need to do with the Tesseract Glow, is just try a few different bits and pieces. I mean, I've got enough misprints of 3D prints to give a little spray down, a little paint down, and just try these things, because it would be nice, especially for the Necrons, because it would really save me a lot of flapping around on the weapons, on the guns and stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you're seeing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button because it costs you nothing. Come and join this amazing community. It's a bird in there, just had it flapping around. Come and join this amazing community. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to this video and more people, which makes this amazing community for you guys grow even more. Like I said, if I put a video up and you go, I don't really want to look at that, it's not really my cup of tea, just put it on, volume off, and just leave it running, because then that helps the channel in a massive way, and it gets to a point when I'm producing content that you like, and then you can sit there and watch away. But that all helps, that all pushes the teamwork together to help that. Any questions for me, check comments below as always, or you can go to Unique Wargaming Terrain Facebook page. I still haven't changed that. There's a messenger button there, you can click on that and message me directly. So guys, massive thank you to everyone that's joined the channel over the last month. There's like 70 new subscribers over the last month. It's actually fantastic. Hopefully it's not long before the channel does go full time. But anyways, hit the buttons for me. Comments below as always, votes below as always. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy.